Calorie Vinyls, and today we are destashing my, I'm going to call it my gray tone drawer, my grayscale drawer. If you have no idea what is happening here, click the link in the description box below, and it'll take you to a video where I explain what I'm doing, why I'm destashing my 800 bottles of nail polish, and sort of, we can skip all of that right now. So, to start, I'm going to do this like I have with my other videos. So far I've done my reds, my pinks, and my blues. I'm going to go through and take a look at what I actually have, and then pick what I absolutely have to keep. You know, the things that if all my polish disappeared tomorrow, what would I immediately have to replace? So I know that immediately I would have to have a white nail polish, and this one, an opaque white, I should say. This one is, I have two that I really like. I have Angel with a Lead Foot and Snow by OPI. I think I'm going to keep both of them, but I'm going to put one in my backup drawer so that when I run out of one, I can just pull out the other. So I'm going to keep Angel with a Lead Foot in my keep box, and I'm going to put Snow in my backups because it's a little bit newer. So then I'm going to need a black, and hands down, no other choice, has to be China Glaze liquid leather. This is like my third bottle of liquid leather. It's my favorite black. It's opaque, it goes on, like, it's glossy and beautiful and just a perfect black. It's not one of these like really dark purple or really dark blue or really dark brown. It's black. I know I'd want a glittery silver and a chromy silver. So if we're talking glittery silver, I think it would be I Haven't the Foggiest from OPI. I believe this is from the San Francisco collection years ago. It's a little darker than I typically go for in a silver, but it goes on really nicely and gives a really cool foil effect. And as for a chromy silver, that one's hard too. I would say OPI Push and Shove. I love this. When you put it over a gel nail, it looks like a mirror. It's fantastic. I have a backup of this. Okay, so those are the four I absolutely would need to replace immediately. And then I have like some grays. I like gray nail polish. Obviously, I have a lot of it. So I'd want like a light gray, a cool and a warm tone, mid gray, and then a cool and a warm dark gray. So using that as my guide, for my light gray, I should say I want a warm and a cool dark light gray. So I think for my cool one, I'm going to keep this one, Cement the Deal from OPI. This is from the 50 Shades of Grey collection 3 years ago? I don't know. Terrible movie, but really great collection. So I'm going to keep Cement the Deal, which is more cool tone, and then I'm going to keep this one from Girly Bits as my warm tone, and this is called Elephant Shoe, which is a really great color, but I believe it's been discontinued, which is kind of sad. Okay, now for my sort of mid-tone grays. See, I have Susie Take the Wheel, but that's kind of beigey. I don't think I want that one. And there's Skull and Gloss Bones. Let's just skip to the darker grays. So, for the darker grays, this one, Dark Side of the Mood, again from the 50 Shades of Grey collection. I love that. This is what I go to when I want to wear, like, I want to be edgy and I want kind of a black, but black will just look too harsh on me, so I go for that. And then if I want something a little bit lighter, probably this one, Decoded from Orly. Although, I like Power Clutch. Now, Power Clutch is too gray, so I think that's going to be my first one to end up in the chuck it bucket. They're very different, so I'm going to decide. Okay, so yeah, definitely I'm going to keep Decoded. Okay, so Out Like a Light. I don't even know what... I don't remember buying this. Clearly I did, because it's here. Yeah, that looks a lot like Dark Side of the Mood. Maybe it's a little warmer. It's ever so slightly more opaque, but I like that this is just a little bit squishier. It catches the light better. So I'm gonna pass on Out Like a Light. Here's another one I think that's gonna go. This is Frankly I Don't Give a Damn. It's kind of like a darker version of Elephant Shoe, but I don't like it. Here's a light gray. This is Cocktail Bling from Essie. I know a lot of people love this. I loved it too. I'm going to think about that because it's so pretty. It's got sort of this blue undertone to it it's flattering. Even though blues are one of those tricky colors for me, this particular one is flattering. And this is another one I'm kind of hung up on. This is the Thames from Nails Inc. Like, how old is that? I don't think they've made this shape bottle in years. And it's another dark one. It's kind of sheer though. And I've already got a darker sheer. Or a darker gray that's not as sheer as this. Decoded is not as sheer, so I'm going to pass on it, even though I really like that one. Oh, this one. This is Celeb City from Sally Hansen, their extreme wear. They discontinued this years ago, but I love it. It almost glows. It's so reflective. It's awesome. But I'm nearly done. I think I have like just under half a bottle left. So I'm going to put this in my holding pen box, which is where I'm putting polishes that I either haven't tried enough to make up my mind about, or I'm getting towards the end of it and I just want to sort of use them up and then I can toss them. So I'm going to put this in the holding pen so I can use it up this summer. Which one's this? Yeah, that's Skull and Gloss Bones. For a while, I really liked this. But I've had it so long, it's just gone gooey, and I know I could put some thinner in it, but I've already put so much thinner in it that it's sort of lost its opacity. So I'm going to pass on it, and I think I'm actually just going to throw it away instead of trying, give it to somebody. Here's another black. I'm going to put this in my backups. This is another great black, like Liquid Leather. So I know I'm going to run out of Liquid Leather eventually, so instead of throwing this away and then having to buy another black, I'm just going to put this in my extras, and when I run out of Liquid Leather, I'll grab this. Here's two that can go. This is the Sally Hansen Hard as Nails in Black Heart. I wanted to try it. This is when I was looking for a cheaper alternative to Liquid Leather, but this one did not live up to the hype. And then this one is Black Lace Cream. Someone recommended this to me, but it's not really a true black. It's like, I'll try and like sheer it out a wee bit. It's like a really dark brown, and I just don't like it. I want my black to be black. Here's a really pretty one. This is Black Hole from Beyond the Nail. It's a linear holographic black. It's so pretty. I'm going to keep that. Here is a black that I liked for a while, but I'm going to be getting rid of because it's just got this green shift to it that I'm not about that anymore. This is Sloan Ranger from Butter London. Whoops. Here's another black that I'm going to put in the backups just for when I run out of, both of them. Not that, the Sally Hansen is expensive, but black polish is something that, with nail art I go through fairly quickly. I go through about 2 bottles a year, which, sounds like a lot, but when you do nail art, it adds up. Okay, here's one that's going to go. This is from the Sally Hansen Mustang collection. This is Queen of the Road. It's got like this green shimmer, which is, the camera's not really picking it up, but it's not cute. I don't know why I bought it. Here's one I'm going to keep. This is from the Miss Universe collection. This Gown Needs a Crown. I don't know how old this is. It's old, but it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. This is actually really similar to an Essie one, Epres Chic? I don't know. I think they're supposed to be doing a play on après-ski. So you can see they're kind of similar. Après-ski has a slightly smaller glitter, but once you've put 2 coats on, you can't tell the difference. So because I love both of these, I'm actually going to put This Gown Needs a Crown in my collection. I'm going to put Après-ski in my backup so that when I run out of one, I'll use this one up, because I know I'm going to have to replace something like this because I go through quite a bit of silver. So I'm not going to waste my money and have to buy it again. Here's one that can go though. This is a silver called My Silk Tie, again from the 50 Shades of Grey collection. There were 6 in that collection. 4 of them I really liked. 2 of them were blah, and this is one of them. It's kind of a frosty silver, and it goes on streaky and it goes on really sheer, so you have to put on like 3 coats, and then it bubbles because you've put on 3 coats and it takes forever to dry, so that's gonna go. Here's one that's definitely staying. These were my first 2, or not first 2. This was my first Color Club hollow. This is Worth the Risk. And I remember I bought this because this other one, Harp on It, was actually out of stock. So I'm going to get rid of Worth the Risk because it's not as holographic as Harp on It, as hopefully the camera's picking up on it and you can see. So I'm definitely keeping Harp on It, but I'm going to pass on Worth the Risk. I actually know someone who will really enjoy that. Here's a white, another white that I like. I'm not going to keep this, even though I do go through white polish, because I don't like this white. I'm just going to say it that way. I don't find this one is opaque enough for a white. I want my whites to be like opaque in 1 or 2 coats max. This one usually takes about 3 to get out all the streaks. Here's another white I'm going to keep. This is Funny Bunny. I'm going to put this in my holding pen because I don't actually have that much left. I think I have about 1/3 of the bottle left. It's a really nice translucent white, and it looks good on everybody. If you don't like this, leave me a comment and tell me why, because I know some people really, really don't like this polish, and I don't know why. So yeah, this is going in the holding pen so I can use it up. Here's one that can go. This was a color Essence one that I actually added some glitter to, and I didn't like it, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Here's one I haven't made up my mind about. This is from the Sally Hansen Crayola collab or collection, whatever. And I will say this thing is like frickin' opaque. Like, boom, opaque. I'm just not wild about the Insta-Dry like bottle design. I find that it holds a lot of polish on the brush and it drips like right down. But I haven't used this enough to really make up my mind about it, so I'm going to put it in the holding pen, and if I do decide to keep it, it's going to go in the backups until I need another white. Here is another white. This is Nomi White from Sinful Colors, and it's going to go as well. It's similar to that one from Sally Hansen I got rid of. It's just not quite opaque enough. Here's a really cool one. This is another one that's kind of sheer, but this is from Glitter or Die, and this is Whiteout number 1. It's got this really pretty light gold glitter in it, so you're not going to really see it too much on the paper because it's craft paper, so you're just going to see the brown show through. But when you put like 2 layers on here, it's pretty opaque, but you get this really beautiful gold shift, so I'm definitely keeping that. Here's another one I'm going to keep. This is Mirror Ball from Orly. It's hollow. It's got different size glitters in it, so you get like super glitter. It's great. I'm a sucker for hollow. Here's one that's going to go. This is China Glaze I'd Melt For You. It's another just sort of chromy silver, nothing special. There's no point in holding on to it. Although it does make a really good stamping polish. So I think I'll move it to the stamping polish drawer. It doesn't need to be here. Here's Susie Takes the Wheel. This one's going to go. It's kind of like this weird grayish, and I don't like it. So it's going to go. Here's a dark gray that's going to go. This is Gray Matter from Sonia Kashuk, because I'm going to be keeping this one, Dark Side of the Mood. And this one you can see is a little more blue to, as opposed to like true gray. And that's not what I want in a gray. This one's going to go too. This one I've had for years. This is from Essence, their Twilight Breaking Dawn collection. Another terrible movie with a half-decent makeup collection. But it's just like a black jelly with these silver glitters in it. I'm not wild about it. I find the formula just too thick, so I'm going to give it away. And this is another one. This is from Luxe. And this is Caviar. I actually got this in a subscription box. And, you know, at first I really wanted to like this. The camera's not really picking it up. But it's black with these, like, silver micro glitters, so it just looks like it has this hint of shine. But the black base is so opaque that it blocks most of the glitter. So to actually get some of that, you know, glitteriness to shine through, you've got to put, like, 2 coats. And then it's a complete brat to take off. It's like, this is one of the worst polishes I've ever tried in terms of having to remove. I had to soak this with acetone for like 7 minutes to actually get it to remove when it was bad. I'm not even going to give this away. I'm going to throw it away because nobody wants to deal with that. Here's another one that's going. This is from the Giver collection. This is Intelligence, Integrity, and Courage. I bought this online, so I didn't, like, I'm like looking at the bottle online. It looked really pretty, but then it got here and it's this weird, I thought it was like a dove gray and ended up being like a, I don't know, bluish, weird bluish gray. French Quarter for Your Thoughts from Essie. I think that's another one that's going to go. Yeah, it's just kind of a dove gray. That's not super flattering on me, so I'm gonna let that go. Embrace the Gray. This is one I'm gonna keep. This is the last of those cream grays from the 50 Shades collection, and I like it. They look really cute together, like as an ombre. So let me see, where did I put them so I can show you? So they look really cute. Even though these two look really similar, they dry really differently. Like this one dries a lot darker than it is in the bottle. So they look, I like them. I'm keeping them. Here's one that's going to go. This is Buffalo Nickel from Sally Hansen's Miracle Gel. I wanted to like this so much. It's a warm tone silver, which I don't really have anything, but it just doesn't look right on me. It's kind of too yellow and sort of makes me look jaundiced. Okay, this is another one that's going. This is Pearly Clean from Butter London. It's just a straight up sheer pearl. You could put on 10 layers of this. It'll never build up opacity. But it's not like sheer enough to actually layer over anything. It's really weird. So I'm getting rid of it. Not Like the Movies from the Katy Perry collection, I believe in 2010. I'm sentimental about this because this was my very first bottle of OPI. I remember, like, it was so pretty. I'd never seen anything like it at the drugstore, but I didn't want to buy OPI because I thought that, you know, $10 for a bottle of nail polish was so expensive. If I only knew. So I'm not going to get rid of this, but I'm not putting it in my collection. If you've watched my other videos, you know that I'm putting together a display of some of the polishes that I'm sentimental about, and this is one of them. So I'm going to put this on display. I'm not going to put it in my collection, so I'm not going to feel overwhelmed by having, you know, a bunch of stuff like nail polish in there that I'm not going to wear. So not getting rid of, but it's not going in the collection. Here's one that can go. This is Silver Moonlight from Joe Fresh. It's just a silver chrome. Now we're getting into some of the harder decisions. I have these two from China Glaze. They're just really pretty silvers. I really like them. One is Gimlets, Gossip Over Gimlets and Icicle. One is more warm tone and one is cool tone. I really like them. I think I'm going to put them in backups for when I finish up some of my other really glittery ones, like Those are pretty similar. Actually, you know what? I think the Gossip Over Gimlet's is going to go in my collection because I haven't kept a warm tone, like, really good foil one like this. But this one's going to go in my backups with a Presky or Presky, whatever they're calling it, whatever. That one from Essie. This one. See? Really similar. And I will go through those. Woo. Here's another one I'm going to keep. This is Rainbow Spill from Sassy Polish. I believe that this was rebranded as to Polish Color or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, she's no longer making polish. But this is the singular most holographic polish I have ever seen. The bottle, like, you can't really see it in the bottle. You have to put it on to really get it. So I'm actually going to put this in my holding pen. I'm going to use it up this summer. I'm going to love it. And then I can just get rid of the little bottle. Because I have a holographic, you know, I am keeping Worth the Risk, which is just ever so slightly less holographic. So I don't need to keep both of those, but I don't want to throw this away because I really do love it. Here's another one I haven't made up my mind about. This is from the Essence Out of Space Stories. This is number 1, Out of Space is the Place. I haven't worn it enough to make up my mind. So I'm going to put it in the holding pen and try it out a little bit more and then make up my mind about it. Here's one that can go. This is 4 in the morning. This was either from the Nicki Minaj or the Gwen Stefani collection. It's got a satin finish, but I don't like the satin finish, so I have to wear it with a top coat. But I don't like the way it looks on my fingers, so I'm going to pass it on. This is another one I'm going to pass on. This is a Phil's Paradise from the Modern Family collection from Nicole by OPI. I don't know why I just didn't like this polish. I just don't. I don't have to explain. This is so old. This is Sally Hansen New Lengths Ceramics. I think they stopped making this years and years ago. I believe I stole this from my mother at some point 10 years ago. It's a French manicure polish. So I mean, it is really opaque. Well, in theory, it's really opaque. I just didn't find it opaque enough for me to do a French. Like, I would rather pick up Snow from China Glaze to do a French manicure than this. So I'm going to pass it on or maybe give it back to my mother. This is Hi-Ho Silver from Complete Salon Manicure. I'm not wild about the Complete Salon Manicure line. Their gimmick is it's supposed to be complete manicure in one bottle. So base color and top. Nothing can do all those jobs well. It's just a silver. This is one of my first silvers back before every nail polish under every company under the sun had silver. I don't need it. I'm going to pass it on. I'm sure someone will love it. This was actually my very, very first silver. This is Give Me the First Dance from Nicole by OPI. I believe this was a limited edition. And I really liked this. It's gone gooey and it's old. So I have other ones that give me the exact same look, so I'm going to pass it on. Here's a really dark pearly gray. This is Hypnotize. I think this was supposed to be holographic. Anyway, it's from Formula X. I'm going to pass it on because it's not holographic enough for me. And here is Stone Cold. This is another old one. I think this is from the Hunger Games collection in 2012. It's supposed to look like stone when it's dry. It dries to like a sort of matte, semi-matte finish. And it does look pretty cool. If you have the right skin tone and long enough nails, it looks really cool. It's just, it doesn't look great on me. Probably because I never let my nails get super long. And you really do need long nails to really show this at its best. And then here's one from Pixie that is absolutely going. This is Precious Pewter. I bought this when Target Canada was going out of business, and because it was like 50 cents. And I've never actually worn it because it really is, it looks like a rotting green. Like, you know, zombie green. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not cute. So the only one I have left that I have to think about is Cocktail Bling, and if it's still here, I'm going to keep it because I haven't kept too much from this drawer. So I'm actually really happy with the amount. How many did I get rid of? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I'm cool with that. Because I got rid of a lot more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. And then I have like 28. That's going to go. 29. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay, so that's like 35 that are no longer in my collection. They're either being tossed, given away, or they're being put into my backup drawer. So I'm really, really happy with that. I got rid of nearly 2/3 of the collection, which is exactly what I'm trying to do with this destash. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my destashes, please subscribe. See you next time.